Welcome or welcome back, my beautiful collective. I'm Lotusthesage. Today we're going to do a reading about what you don't see about yourself. So this is for pile 1. Let's get into your spread. This is going to be the overall energy. What you see about yourself. What you don't see about yourself. Test and boundaries. People and relationships. Goals and desires. Goals and ideals. Dreams and desires. What is to come? What is to go? The possible outcome. These are the clarifiers for each. Oopsies. Rewind. Almost messed up your spread. All right. Okay, let's see what your overall energy is about what you don't see about yourself. You have faith. In the Dreams of Gaia Tarot, the interpretations are slightly different than the normal Rider-Waite. The clearest message I'm getting first is this: it's almost like, yes, an unwavering trust in your faith, in source, and in moving with the flow with complete acceptance of what there is, which again is trust that allows you to stay in this flow of, like I said, this unwavering support from nature, from universe, from your intuition, from your knowing. Self-belief is faith-inspired. Allowing yourself to truly live in the present. Saying no to disruptive influences. Your power is born of knowledge and understanding. There is, again, still the same essence of what you may not see about yourself is this undying strength, this innate connection and belief in source. And you may very well know this, but this is the key to whatever is making you feel less than. Like, remember this. Okay, let's see what you do see about yourself, or how you see yourself, I should say. How you see yourself is the devil. You see what I'm getting at? This like trust in this is really what you are, and this, if you're looking at this depiction, is the will and the appetite, right? It's that passion to merge both, and which one will you choose? As you see here, unreason overwhelms will and appetite because their eyes are closed. You know, so it feels like even though you might be going through all this stuff or things that are happening, that you feel that this is not who you are, that you're not supported, that you're not loved, that you're not connected. It's quite literally telling you the opposite. And in this Satan card, it is asking you to open your eyes, to see the unreason of your thoughts, to clarify. The woman, yeah, this is my querent here. This is you, my viewer. This is how you're seeing yourself. Like, I'm not this good. I'm not that great. You might be really down on yourself currently right now because of what's happening. A lot of self-negative talk. Maybe you think you've been too much in your primal energy, that you haven't been enough in your feminine energy. There is this, or feeling a need to display this type of dominant, forceful, masculine, aggressive type of frequency for you to get ahead, get along, when innately who you are is this soft, gentle, nurturing, but you've had to put on, not a facade, but put on this, like we said, this unreasonable armor to keep your eyes closed from the shit that's going around. You have to play the devil. That's what I'm getting at. That's what it feels like, that you're thinking about yourself when in truth, this is you. Okay. What you can't see about yourself. The Knight of Cups. What you can't see about yourself. Your soft, gentle soul. Your nurturing, exactly the same feeling of this, like you're going with the flow, your offering of love, knowing when to apologize, a beautifully humbled energy, supportive, loving, caring, you know? To clarify, that Knight of Cups is the path. What I'm getting is, if what I've said so far resonated in some way, it feels like there's always, it's bringing me back to a card that says the choice has always been yours. It's like you have a choice, not you have a choice, you've always had the choice to either go down whichever, let's say, personality type or characteristic that you would like to follow. But either based on circumstance or based on perceptions or what hasn't worked for you in the past that it may have left you hurt and feeling like you needed to be in that overly fiery energy that didn't allow you to express and give and show, express, give, show, and the type of love, or in the way that you would love, in the way that you would genuinely like to share love. It also can be that there is a path opening up for you to allow you to switch off that part of you for now, period. I don't think that energy is useful for you going forward currently. So I feel like they're asking you to release that perception of yourself. Immerse yourself in the true essence of who you are. Allow yourself to come back to this path, to this nurturing energy, to that ultimate faith and surrendering and trust. Tests and boundaries. 5 of Cups. And to clarify, the boy and girl. So the 5 of Cups in this one talks about a release, a freedom of sorts. It's almost like the same energy like I was getting from the devil. It's almost like you had been putting yourself in these particular capsules of an identity, of characteristics, of people, of places, of job, and you're finally ready to break free, to release yourself from all of the same, you know, your own uniqueness. You're allowing that to be birthed and letting your wings spread, technically, to fly, to start to go towards this new beginning, which is what the boy and girl stands for. Setting off on that new horizon, balanced within self, masculine and feminine energies. Same thing, you took what you needed to learn from that Satan energy, and now merging it with that divine feminine energy to come back to the path of oneness in self, to release from what is no longer needed for you to continue. Love that. People and relationships. The Fool. New beginnings. Oh yeah. And the Sun. Double new beginnings, bright new beginnings with people and relationships. Once this, I would say once this recognition of the lesson needed and learned from this past experience or past self has been appreciated and thanked, let's say, and you step foot towards this journey of allowing yourself to be more fully emotionally expressive, more honest and genuine within your words, within your actions, within your career, within your people around you. This new, like we said, setting off and releasing for this new, setting onto the new horizons, which is that sun that leads you into that new beginning, which is the Fool. of these people and relationships. And again, the brightest into the sun, just fortunate, beautiful opportunities with people and relationships. That's lovely. Goals and ideals. You have the Knight of Swords, clarified with the clouds. What I'm getting the most, it's like heading straight forward. It's like slaying your own demons, you know, and that's generally speaking in the head or in your actions or how you go about your actions. And this knight here in particular is like looking right in the eye, and this particular hang up for you or thing that has been a difficult feat for you to accomplish is what you want to conquer. You're still clouded, you know, confused a little bit partially about how to go about doing this, but it feels like you're now energetically ready anyway, so the intention has been set, therefore it's already happening in my opinion. It's just a matter of how do I align my thoughts with full trust. It's like, again, it's coming back to that full surrender. And I feel like on this particular thing, whatever this is, the goals and ideals, it's a little bit more of a fight, in other words, to clear out that particular energy for you to stay in that frequency of this whole beautiful, shiny new beginning. Doesn't mean you're not getting there. It's just like this one feels like a little bit harder of a battle, whatever that goals and ideals are, and that meaning in the sense of that battle being in the head. You're going to be fighting with yourself a little bit more in this particular area of goals and ideals. And these are your desires and your dreams. Yeah. Cupid, which is the lovers. Clarified by the mountain. So the mountain can deal with like things that are far away or that are in a distance, that are part of a journey. And also it deals with obstacles, but can deal with like really big spiritual growth once this obstacle has been accomplished. And it also does talk about help when needed. So within this obstacle, within your dreams and desires, they're also bringing me back to, sorry that I'm pausing here, they're bringing me back to relationships. That this part does not necessarily apply to everybody, but if you've been sort of dating those F-boys or those devilish type of people, and your soul is really more soft, but you've had to appear in that sort of guise because that's generally the type of person that you like or energy that you prefer. But again, underneath it, they end up being very surface and very materialistic, or very, again, just very surface, whatever that means for you. And I feel like this has been part of the obstacle about finding or accomplishing or getting closer to the dreams and desires when it comes to anything that is of importance and love and connection to you. You know, whether that be from partners, whether that be from work partners, like we said, whether that be from a romantic, family, it doesn't matter. It just seems like those are the energies that you've been playing with a lot that is echoing back to you, which is how you're sort of seeing yourself in that devil energy. But Spirit is here to help you accomplish what it is that you're seeking when it comes to the matters of the heart. Even though they are aware that it's going to be an obstacle. Sun is coming out though. That's the point. Okay, what is to come? Six of Pentacles, balance, reciprocity, evening out, nice connections like I was talking about, you know, this love-based, whatever is heart-centered, you know, this struggle that you've been going through, even within yourself, coming back to that faith and surrendering, ready for that new start, ready to meet these beautiful new people, right? We talked about this. Oh, look at that, to clarify. Heart. Yeah. Wisdom through love, you know, it's like that balancing out of what you've been giving in your past or what hasn't been given to you in the past is coming to you now. That is what is coming in for you, a balanced love a balanced connection, a balanced community, however this is, but something that has definitely been off kilter for you and has not felt equal. This is what's coming in. What is to go? Interesting. I love this. The High Priestess. What's to go? The High Priestess talks about knowledge, right? But secret knowledge. So what's to go is like the quietness or the speaking of your truth, or you not being able to be seen or heard, not being understood in a way. It feels like, again, a better balance to what is suited to your heart, what is suited to your psyche, your intellect, your emotional intelligence, your spiritual aspirations, your life goals. Clarifies the whip. Yeah, and like I said, you're clearing out, cutting out the stuff that hasn't been spoken. That's what has to go. How you've been feeling, what you've accepted, why you've chosen to accept it, why you think that you deserve only that, or that you are that. It's now cutting out the disbelief. It's cutting out not trusting the intuition. That is what's going. Love. And the possible outcome for you, lovelies. Yeah. The Emperor. You know what song I heard? Give it to me, baby. Give it to me. Ding, 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 ding. Anyway, that's what it feels like. Like you just bossed up now. It's like instead of that more manipulative, controlling, egocentric part of the fiery masculine energy, you're coming into, yes, stoic, yes, very clear and dominant and respectable and respectful, but now it's because it's coming from this place now of understanding that innately this is who you are. So when I'm allowing myself to be in this emperor energy or empress energy, I know where it's stemming from. It's not coming from this place of hurt. It's coming from this place of love. So now this resonates better. I trust in that intuition with the High Priestess to clarify the key. Boom. The key. That is the key. The key to that success within yourself, the key to you seeing yourself like the Emperor, not like that Satan or the Devil card. To be reminding yourself of what is actually, of who you actually are. Ready to step into this new beginning, allowing yourself to let go of that. This is who you are. Choose the path to be that. To act like that, to live that way. Beautiful. Let's get you a guidance card to close it off, my loves. Okay. Guidance card. There she is. Change. Don't scare yourself with the next 40 steps. All you need is that one next action. You can say to love, just show me the first step and change me into one who can take it. That's beautiful. That's exactly what it is with this path. You know, especially being in the center. Don't scare yourself with the next 40 steps. Just take that one. Say to love, show me the first. Say to love, show me the first step and change me into one who can make it, who can take it. Take that step. Take that step. Take that step. Oh, beautiful, my beautiful collective of my pile one. I hope that was helpful in you recognizing something that you don't know about yourself. You are so much more magnificent than you give yourself credit for, my beautiful, beautiful viewer. Until next time, keep watering your lives. This is Lotus. Ciao. Welcome, my deck 2, to What You Don't See About Yourself. All right, let's get into it. So these cards are going to be the overall energy of what you don't see about yourself. This card is how you see yourself. What you don't see about yourself. Test and boundaries. People and relationships. Goals and ideals. 2 came out, that's why they're sideways, so I could remember. dreams and desires, what is to come, what is to go, and the possible outcome. These are your clarifiers for each. I did it again. Always. I did this in pile 2 too. Okay, let's get into the overall energy. We have the 8 of Fire and the King of Earth. The Wisdom of Gaia Tarot is a little bit different than the original tarot weight. I'm feeling this like very passionate, rooted force. It's like, it's not a sporadic like burst of fire or energy. It's like this sustainable heat source. That's the best way I can describe it. And that heat source is your passion, your zest for life, your desire to get things done and accomplish things in this 3D world. This ability to nurture, ground, and gather, and build, and save, and protect. That is what I'm getting. That is innately who you are. Yeah, this I was thinking about this Phoenix rising energy of this beautiful card over here. If you can really see that. You can see sort of that Phoenix rising out of her. That's what I'm getting when it comes to this like force and this joy and this transformation, this rebirth, this fire, you know? Yeah, it's about action, about taking that step forward. And that's what I was talking about, that innate source of just knowing how to provide is really, really what it is. Okay, how you see yourself. The sun, beautiful. And that's that beautiful merger. It's fully whole. It's, again, similar energy to this. Both of these cards, it's a very forceful but grounded energy. Knows how to bring people together. Yeah, anchors down in that. That's how you see yourself. That's beautiful with the anchor. So you're anchoring down that belief and that trust and honoring of your soul, of yourself, of your path, of your abilities, of your skill. You could have a definite or a lot of fire placements in your chart. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, Mercury. Okay, what you don't see about yourself. The King of Pentacles. Wow, that came up twice for you. So maybe there's this fire in you, but you don't feel like it might be mature enough to gather what it is that you want. So that is why you're trying to anchor down this belief system, this train of thought, this way of being, or so that you can become this King of Pentacles truly. And yeah, and that's what it is. You've been thinking about it. You've been clouded about how do I get here? And I think the clouds is actually symbolizing that you already are there. Excuse me, is what I'm getting. You already are there. And that's what the cloudiness is, because this is innately who you are, right? So if that's innately who you are, and sun echoing back to that same type of energy, that fire energy, the clouds is being like, you're confused, love. There's nothing you need to anchor in. You already are this. So take that action step forward. Trust in that belief, in that knowing that of who you are. It's literally almost the same cards, like that sun energy of the 8 of Wands or 8 of Fire, but that transmutation, that joy, that purity of fire. You know, and the King of Earth, same idea, that nurturance, abundance, practicality, pragmatism. You know, it's pretty awesome how they're so intertwined. Amazing. Tests and boundaries. Lady of Coins, which is the Page of Coins. I think it's the same. I'm feeling that it's the same thing, you know? It's sort of, how do I ground in this start, this new beginning of consistency in the way that I move, in the way that I generate, in the way that I take action. To not lay idle. Oh my gosh. Damn, pal 2, the sun again tests. It's the belief. That is what the problem is, or the test and the boundary. It's the belief. I guess I understand why you're trying really hard to anchor in this idea of who you are and what you can accomplish and what you can be. And again, it still comes back to, you're clouded in your own perception of yourself, thinking that you need to attain something when this is already who you are. So trust in that you can create the life that you choose. People in relationships. Nice. The Hierophant, which is connections, contracts, wisdom. Can also talk about marriage, honoring spiritual paths, and again, like I said, contracts between two people specifically is what I'm getting, actually. More so than in a group dynamic is what I mean. And the ring, wow, talk about marriage. You know, which is finishing that cycle, completing that cycle of a type of intimacy, whether that is romantic or platonic or familial. You know, it's coming to the zenith, or the pinnacle of what connection is for people. Whether that is a marriage for you, whether that's living together common law, whether that is children for you, there is this coming together in this contract within you, with you and other people or things to come in. That's what's beautiful. This is amazing. People and relationships, like really solid foundations of connection with people. Again, solidifying who you are, which brings in all of this. The Sun twice, the King of Pentacles twice. We're not even close to the middle of your spread yet. We're just getting there. Crazy. This is goals and ideals. 3 of Swords. 2 cards came out for this one, and the 4 of Pentacles. You know what I'm getting with goals and ideals? It's like, funnily enough, based on these pictures, I'm getting like, I am burying all of this past hurt. I've already set my foundation, moving forward, anchoring in who I am, ready for this new beginning, this rebirth. This is who I am. I know how to regenerate myself. I know how to heal from what has not worked. And now what's not working right now is the way I'm thinking about myself. And now I'm planted. It's already planted. I am now putting that soil on my beautiful new foundation to step out anew. That is the goal and aspiration, is to lay to rest the past hurts. To use those past experiences or past difficulties as wisdom gained for this better foundation approaching. Lovely. Clarifying is the whip. It's coming in fast. Coming in hot. Cat o' 3 tails, which is that whip. Fast, quick, swift movement when it comes to this area of your life, which brings in a harvest. A harvest of this is what you want, of all of this. Beautiful. Dreams and desires. Yeah, it brings in that Knight of Pentacles, right? We went from that page, that Lady of Coins, to the Knight, which is what we were talking about, that hesitancy, but you are ready to plant that seed, right? To allow this to grow. Allow this to grow, which is the garden, you know? That social gathering, that nurturance, that abundance, that collective of like minds, a happy time, you know, very fulfilling. That's the dreams and the desires, to head forth, to go towards what it is that you're seeking when it comes to the abundance and fulfillment in your life. And that's in all areas, but it really does feel like more tangible. What is coming in? Clarity. Queen of Swords. Clarity. Coming in swift, clear, concise, just, grounded. Taking the approach of the above, as above, do below. So without, so within. You know, it's grounding and merging both of those. Beautiful. And the bear, which is that protector, which is that mama bear, so to speak. You know, it's that protection of your thoughts, of your words, of the way you move, of your ideals, of the respect is what I'm getting. It's like, don't F with me now. Like, I know who I am. Like, you are already in this beautiful masculine king of energy when it comes to like action doing is what I'm getting at, okay? So this energy, the sun force, this king, the sun coming in still, and this is like the queen now coming in with that air approach, the logical approach, the wisdom gained from all this practicality, you know, and now you're anchoring in, like we said, protecting what you have gained. Amazing. What is to go? Queen of Staffs. That actually makes sense. I say that because you came from this fire, so much fire, this Eight of Rods, this King of Earth, even though this is like a rooted fire. Then you have the sun over here, then the sun over here again. Like I said, there's this fire that is rooted, but this Queen of Staffs is making me either think it's energies that are too rash, too harsh, or too one-sided. It feels like there's a good balance here of what needs to be done with the type of softness that is needed within whatever it is that you're trying to really gain in the self, you know? It's almost like you're replacing this type of queen energy, the Queen of Wands, that fiery, like seductive-y type of energy, for this more logical, justice, practical energy. So you're keeping the fire of the masculine and leaving the fire of the female, in a sense. I hope this makes sense. And taking on the female energy of the air archetype, keeping the masculine fire. So it's, again, this beautiful balance. The clarity is the lilies, which is maturing, which is really, and also talks about sexual energy. So if what's going is the lack of maturity in that essence of this energy. So I feel that's the reason why this fire energy has leveled up, in a sense, to the masculine version of the fire, which is a more controlled, no, let's not say that. It's a happier place to be with that type of energy, is in the masculine. I'm not trying to be any type of way, but I'm saying in the essence of how its energy flows. And just like how houses or planets sit in different houses and feel more comfortable, like Venus, for example, is ruled by Libra but is exalted in Pisces, you know? So like there's certain things where even though it's its home, it's like it's better suited for that type of energy to do its best or its most good, you know, and for whatever characteristics or personality type. And that's what I'm getting here. What is letting go is that type of female fire, that type of fire. Your fire now, from the female aspect of this energy, is coming from the air and the water, is what I'm getting. And your masculine is coming from the earth and the fire. That's what it feels like. So what's leaving is that lack of maturity in that essence of your fire element. Beautiful. The possible outcome. Ooh. 10 of Swords. Don't fret, but look at this guy's face in this one. I don't know if you see it, but I see like a relief, and the guy's on his back. He's not like on his stomach where people have stabbed him in the back. He's like, yo, I already knew that. I'm like, I am done. Again, this transformation and release. I am freeing myself of this old version of me. Again, back to that Swords, like no longer here. I've leveled up in this essence. Yeah, which is taking you on this voyage, which is a trip, which is new beginnings again, adventure, excitement, releasing all of the extra worry that used to be attached to how you used to view yourself and what you thought you were capable of accomplishing. and what you actually thought you had to offer. Maybe there's also now feeling like, ooh, I can go anywhere now. I don't feel so limited or restricted in a sense where I was keeping myself stuck in a particular version of me also. I can find my joys on greater pastures, on not necessarily greener pastures, just greater pastures for you. Beautiful. Now let's get you one card to close it off, my beautiful deck 2. Oh, that was real quick. 2 of them came out. What you don't see about yourself. Feelings. Emotions want to be felt. You really can't surrender something until you deeply feel it. And so this is what this is. You had to allow this to deeply feel it. This is probably why this 3 of Swords and this 4 of Pentacles here in the goals and aspirations. Excuse me, in the goals and ideals. You know? Allowing this transformation to begin within the self for this Queen energy to release that immaturity of that other Queen energy. Allow me, dear divine, to offer all emotions to you, feeling them fully so they no longer hold me captive. Yeah, and you are releasing that train of thought like we talked about, the way that this has been playing out in your head. And love, beautiful. It's not about finding love. You are love itself. Help me, Lord, to send so much compassion and caring to the inner child that I always remember I myself am love. That's right, lovely. You are love. You are everything that you seek and have been seeking. You are maturing in exactly the way that you need for your soul. These difficulties will pass. It's just a matter of allowing yourself to change that perspective of how you've been viewing yourself. Oh, my beautiful deck too. I hope that was helpful. Please let me know and leave a like if it was in any way. I'm sending you so much love. My beautiful deck too. Keep watering your lives. Until next time, this is Lotus. Ciao.